Hello, everyone. My name is Danny, and this review is for the movie called Shock and Awe. The untold true story of an intrepid team of 4 reporters of Knight Ridder who dared to ask the questions their colleagues did not in the aftermath of the terrorist attacks on September 11, 2001. Reporters Jonathan Landay and Warren Strobel, working with the support of their editor John Walcott and famous war correspondent Joe Galloway, set forth to sift through the chaos and official lies to uncover the truth. The government got its war, but these reporters got its right. This is a 2017 movie, rated R. It runs 90 minutes, and it stars Rob Reiner, who also directs, Woody Harrelson, James Marsden, Rob Reiner, Jessica Biel, Mila Jovovich, and Tommy Lee Jones. Shock and awe. Well, I don't have any notes about this movie, so basically we have to lean on the summary, which is a movie about a 9/11 situation and how people react to it, the people that are writing about it in this small newspaper called Knight Ridder, and like they're counting on this information for their livelihood. It's one of the biggest events in history, obviously, and there are people who come out of the cracks that don't think what's going on is right. A lot of people that used to hate Bush and hate Trump now are going to love this movie because it really shows us how dirty those politicians are and all those dirty Republicans. And some Republicans might care a little bit that this bashes Bush and makes every president seem whatever. If you're gonna think about this movie that way, then I guess you don't really care about anything I'm gonna say. But what I'm gonna say is that if we really live in a country that is lying to the general public on a daily basis, especially when there are terrorist attacks and when there are situations within the government that rely on the government to keep thriving, the thing that makes them thrive is lying to the general public, then hopefully we'll find out about it someday. But when there are movies made like this, I don't know what to believe. The government could be looking out for us, for our well-being. I don't know. I'm not going to get any political arguments with anybody. It's not like that. That's not why I'm making this video. Let's talk about the acting for a second. When I saw that Rob Reiner had something to do with making this movie, and then he starred in it, I could have dealt without him. I think this is a movie that he did not have his full attention on his role, his character, because he had other stuff to worry about. And so I feel like he could have given that role to somebody else that would have seemed like a true, desk pounder and, criticizer. And some of his mannerisms and ways of handling things with the writers in this movie just did not seem like a news editor kind of personality. So he's good in some things, but I just didn't feel like he was the greatest in this. It's very weird seeing Mila Jovovich in this movie. I just watched another Resident Evil movie the other night for fun, and I will always remember her that way. I really don't want to remember her this way. She has some weird line about, the fact that they're digging for secrets in his job that the government's watching her husband, Woody Harrelson. I'm like, they never got back to that. Nothing came from that. It was just a line to say. So I think this was pretty weak for most of the characters in this. I mean, they are all great actors. I just feel like this is one movie that they did, like they felt like they had to do. I don't feel like this was a challenge for anybody. I don't feel like anybody was truly, really into their character and their role. I just think they kind of went through the motions. So, as far as this movie goes, and most movies like this, to be honest, when they have to deal with the government, they have to deal with cover-ups, they have to deal with a newspaper being a success story that nobody really cares about, and they just show a bunch of footage from the past, so they don't really have an original thought in their movie. I just say, great, I saw it. I'm going to give Shock and Awe a C, and I'm telling you, I'm sure people could talk for days about this movie because of what it presents, but I don't want to argue with anybody, making that clear. Thanks a lot, guys. My name's Danny. If you like this or any of my other video reviews, try and give some of them a watch. Like and subscribe to my channel if you would, and enjoy your movies. Thank you.